Hello, Collective, and welcome to your Daily Do and Daily Don't for Sunday, May 31st, 2026. Practice discernment. No, it's a general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Cool? Cool. This deck is one that I hold near and dear to my heart. This is the Witch deck. So this is a woman in total control of herself. So this is for all my fellow witches out there. This is the deck we are using today, and the card that we pulled for the situation is She of the Invisible Ally. Now, number 7 seems to be a pretty consistent number coming up in a lot of the readings here lately. So, in case that has any, that resonates with you, this gives me the impression of something that has come from the depths, an energy within you that's made its way to the surface, and it's big, okay? And it's there for you, all right? Now we're going to read the definition of it, because these cards are too cool not to. There are unseen forces guiding you right now. They rarely let themselves be seen, but that doesn't mean they're not there. While it's true that you often name and number your resources, you often forget about the unseen ones. Invisibles are available to you always, but they tend to dwell in the higher places, energies of wonder and awe, curiosity and hope. Petition them. A witch will reach into those energies and swim with them through the cosmos. This is a good time for dreaming and journeying. Take a walk in nature. Seek out a credible plant shaman who can help you access the gifts of the green world. Spend more time in the liminal realm with active imagination in the tradition of archetypal psychology as initiated by Carl Jung. Put yourself in the way of magic. Helpful spirits are ready to guide you. Now is the time to summon them to show themselves. Now, the reading yesterday, once again, there's a consistent energy of summoning your spirit, or that your spirit has been summoned. So keep that in mind. Now, overarching energy here is the Companion. This card speaks about what you carry in your body. Your body keeps the score, right? Both of these cards speaking on some type of energy outside of you, okay? This card speaks on the need to reflect on different things that bring us shame and guilt, okay? And also just taking care of the body, taking care of the vessel. Bottom of the deck we have the Divine Masculine. So I want to read the Divine Masculine for sure. Chances are, unless you are one of the lucky few, you weren't raised with a living example of Divine Masculine embodied. Because the men in our culture are also bombarded with messages of what they should and shouldn't be, they are required to ditch their inner feminine in order to be perceived as being tough and powerful. They often contort themselves to meet the unrealistic demands of a toxic patriarchy, which means we aren't exposed to the healthy traits of masculinity. Balanced leadership, conscious protection, and healthy assertiveness were in short supply. As a result, the masculine voice inside our heads is often critical, harsh, and domineering. Your femininity deserves an inner masculine presence who encourages, leads, challenges, and downright worships your femininity. A witch knows that while she may not have been raised with a good example of this divine masculine, it is her job to discover a means of growing him within herself. She is willing to release the toxic thoughts and ideas inside her head that would diminish or try to control her. She's willing to embrace the fierce, wild God inside herself who can hold her feminine in his great protective arms. Now is the time to banish the drill sergeant of the psyche and formulate a new relationship to the encouraging male presence inside of you. I think this whale is the male presence inside of you that has made its way up from the subconscious with the Divine Masculine be on the bottom of the deck here. And you're being asked as this process unfolds and takes place to do your part in a sense, and not only reestablish what the Divine Masculine is for you and how you want that to show up for you in your reality, but Shadow work, once again. You know, it's a dark card. What are you shameful of? What situations and episodes in your life have taken place that you hold these, where you're fragmented and these feelings of shame come into play? And shame is no joke. Shame has been, is it natural? I think so, but I think it has definitely been utilized as a tool to keep us small, okay? So, this is our situation. You might have a connection to whales. You know, that might be a thing for you. Can I get a card, please? For the do, for the collective, with this She of the Invisible Ally energy for Sunday, May 31st. We are in full moon Sagittarius energy. Currently, today's the day. All right, do. You knew, you ignored it. Intuition, ignorance, self-betrayal. All right. You may have known this was happening. You may have known this was coming up. And you could have just suppressed it before. Follow your intuition in terms of this situation here, okay? Doom scrolling at 3 a.m. is not going to help you. Okay, it's just going to, it's like going to hurt overall, because it's going to, what is it? Trigger this anxiety loop that we all are already on, okay? Can I get something for the don't, the collective? Laughing through the pain. Don't do this, okay? It's a shield. It's a disguise. It is not helpful. I'll say that much. You may be speaking somewhere. You may feel like you got the spotlight on you at some point. Regardless, don't put yourself in a situation of laugh now, cry later. You know what I mean? Bottom of the deck. This doom scrolling could very well be some type of amplification or trigger to these types of behaviors. Don't look at me. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. You may feel like this, or this energy, this masculine energy, may feel like this. There's shame. So I would say at the forefront there is, ask yourself, what am I currently feeling shameful about? And maybe even just like journaling it, writing it out, you know? Don't put on your blinders, okay? Instead, follow your intuition. Notice the red flags if you do see any. And don't use laughter as a means to spiritually bypass what you need to look at currently. So with that, we are going to hop over to YouTube, and that's where I'll do some clarification for this reading. We'll go a little bit deeper. This is where we part ways. I bid you adieu, and I wish you good luck, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye.